from the USA, Mr. Bill Kazmaier!
Do you rate yourself as the world's strongest man right now?
Yeah, I actually think I'm the strongest man who ever lived.
Bill Kazmaier burst onto the strongman scene in 1979 when he was 25 years old. He was already a world champion powerlifter, but being a great powerlifter doesn't automatically mean you'll be a great strongman. In powerlifting, Kaz was a two-time IPF world champion, and his numbers back then in the late 70s and early 80s would still be considered huge today. He broke a multitude of powerlifting world records and was the first person to bench press 300 kilos under strict IPF rules. In that same competition in 1981, Bill set his all-time best total of 1,100 kilos, a number that would still rank him as one of the greats today over 40 years later. What's important to remember is that the athletes lifting in this era didn't have the benefits of modern advancements in training, recovery and supplementation. Which begs the question, what would Kaz have been capable of if he was competing now? Kaz made a big first impression at the 1979 World's Strongest Man, despite not knowing the events before he arrived at the competition. Even with the odds being stacked against him, he still took third place overall and won both the deadlift and the wheelbarrow race, quickly proving that he wasn't just a static monster. Kaz went on to break a number of world records in strongman, including the weight for height, the squat and the log lift. He was also the first man to successfully press the Thomas Inch dumbbell. Kaz returned to Worlds the following year, which was the beginning of a 3-year reign of domination at the competition. After this, he wasn't invited to compete at Worlds again until 1988, missing 4 opportunities to compete for the World's Strongest Man title during his prime. During this time, Kaz continued to compete and dominate in other strongman competitions, but will forever be left wondering how many World's Strongest Man titles he could have won. Today we're going to take a look at some of my favourite Kaz moments. In the wise words of Jeff Capes, now that's what I call power.
Bill Kazmaier next to go.
Are you ready? Get in position.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Set!
And the giant American makes no secret of his feelings after all that psyching up for the event.
Now that's what I call power.
Well, ready to go again.
Bill manhandles the most awkward log in history.
346 pounds, and just 3 men left. Heavyweight in the powerlifting class. Come on! Damn it! All that anger and aggression.
Kaz was always one of the most exciting and intense athletes to watch.
Cage tiger routine, summoning up all his power to lift this 950 pounds.
Kaz still has a sense of humour while breaking records.
Equal the new world record, and he's struggling. He hasn't got it.
What do you want, mate?
Bill Anderson says you didn't lock out. It's not a good lift.
Kaz making the winning lift look like a speed rep.
Really, it's so easy, isn't it? Bill Kazmaier wins again.
Kaz wins his first World's Strongest Man at his second appearance.
The winner overall then, and the world's strongest man for 1980 is Bill Kazmaier. Was there ever any doubt in your mind that you were going to win this contest?
Well, I started to pick up momentum halfway through the contest. Felt pretty confident the whole way.
Kaz wins 3 World's Strongest Man titles in a row, a feat only matched by Magnus Ver Magnusson. Unfortunately, he wasn't invited back to the show until 1988, so how many could he have won?
Bill Kazmaier, many congratulations for the 3rd year in succession declared the world's strongest man. What does that mean to you?
Well, it reaffirms my idea that I'm the strongest man who ever lived. and I've already forgotten about it, even though it's only 2 minutes ago. Looking forward to next year and a comeback to defend my 4th year.
These are the strongest legs, baby. Team USA going out in style. After athletes complaining that Bill wasn't locking out his deadlifts, he proves he was the strongest by doing 2 reps with the winning weight and still looking like he had plenty in the tank.
The instability of the bar makes it necessary to use the wrist press.
Kazmaier made 900 pounds his greatest of ease, and he is the overall leader. 940 pounds or $16,300 in silver. Here he goes. And locks it out. Just one more for good measure.
Kaz truly is one of the greatest of all time. It would have been great to see how he would have done in more modern shows such as the Arnold Classic, and how many big titles he could have won if given the same opportunity that we have today. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget to let me know your favourite Kaz moments in the comments below. While you're here guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my awesome strength content.